As usual with these kinds of videos, the images that I have, including the emojis, will be representing who's speaking. In cases of extremely high emotion, the emojis will substitute for the characters.
Breaking apart the first of the Swedenes' names, we find two compelling arguments for the satanic incarnation hypothesis.
Breaking apart the conspiracy theories, I see Dave put an N and an extra E in the word Swede. Dave finds more wild suppositions to build on his creepypasta-type rubbish.
First, Pippi, derived most likely from the old French term pépine, sourced back to the 13th century, means seed of a fleshy fruit. She is therefore born of man, or rather fallen man, since the term pépine also refers to an apple, the forbidden fruit, into which Adam and Eve sunk their teeth at the bequest of the serpent.
First, my name is not likely derived from anything. Karen did not name me Pepin. Yes, the word pippin meant some types of fruit back in Middle Ages and Renaissance England, but not so in every other language. Every human is a son or daughter of man, so I'm not unique there. Nowhere in the Bible does it state that the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge was an apple. That is just a tradition people have believed for centuries without question, assuming things into the Bible that are not there.
Second, lata, or lata, a Malay word connoting a form of religious hysteria known to the Java cult, is characterized by, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, a rapid ejaculation of inarticulate sounds and a succession of involuntary movements.
More conspiracy theory supposition. Even the dihydrogen monoxide joke chain letter looks credible next to this slop. At least the chain letter doesn't substitute some other element for hydrogen or oxygen. That chain letter went on about how dangerous this substance was, and it wasn't completely wrong. Dihydrogen monoxide does cause damage and threaten life, but it is also something you cannot live without. And the benefits far outweigh the problems.
Dihydrogen monoxide, or H2O, is, you guessed it, none other than water.
Karen named me Lotta as part of my first name, Lotta, and I am not the only person who's been named this. It is not spelled Lata, so has nothing to do with the Malay lata or the word can in Spanish. Cambridge Dictionary has that information.
Thus, the girl's rhymes and dances take on a new meaning. She is not dancing a jig or flamenco as she chants her tra-la-laws, but she is rather writhing about involuntarily in an heretical spasm while spewing out a blasphemous liturgy.
What rhyme? What chant? There is nothing blasphemous or involuntary about me when I dance to any music. It is creepy to think that some unhinged guy has fever dreams about me.
Lotta likely also connotes the Incan Lautu, a band of twisted cotton worn about the head signifying royalty.
Likely also connotes nothing of the sort. Karen did not name me anything from the Inca or that is spelled Lautu, which is another name for Lutuv, a culture from Myanmar. Lutuv is spelled Lutuv. Lautu also means wash in Latin. Just because I used to go around as a child saying my father was a cannibal king does not mean we were royalty. Lots of little kids like to imagine themselves as royalty and engage in wordplay.
Thus, the twists in her hair are no longer braids, but an intertwining of the 7 crowns of the Antichrist.
That has got to be the most ridiculous wild conjecture I've ever heard. Besides paranoid people seeing antichrists everywhere, no one has locked down his appearance as far as I know. Where is anyone going to hide crowns and braids? No, I can assure you there is nothing sinister about my hairstyle. I am obviously not the only one who puts my hair up in braids, which is all they are.
Before we go any further,
That's cute, trying to appear as if he is rational and cautious before he hits us with another load of crazy rubbish judgments on me.
An important note on this treatment of the Pippi cycle.
Not a me cycle, a series of stories about me from various sources. Dave is going to make insane excuses for his abuse of me. There is no good excuse or justification for his hatred, unless he was subjected to some fandom idiocy that caused him to hate me, but that doesn't seem likely.
We must, as with the literature of any culture, take an intertextual approach to the literature of Sweden. Swedish, being an Indo-European language, shares its vocabulary in one way or another with most Western languages, and all of these languages share many characteristics, particularly when it comes to word derivation.
Duh.
Hooray for Dave, he finally said something truthful. I wonder how long it took him to learn or figure out how language works. I just got another flashback. In his pointing out what most of us have already figured out, he reminds me of that fangirl who acted as if she had to explain the obvious to everyone else who she treated as way too stupid to know anything. Oh, the arrogance.
Thus, if our heuristics seem pointed, one need only refer to the commonalities that all Indo-European languages share, despite superficial temporal and topographical differences.
The takeaway from this narcissistic showing off of complex words Dave has learned: he will continue to spew spurious nonsense and claim that various languages and word derivations back up his prattle.
There are, essentially, very fuzzy boundaries between Western languages, particularly Germanic ones, such as English, German, Dutch, and Swedish.
Hoo-dee-doo, I'm so intelligent.
Ugh. More flashbacks of that person who treated everyone as if we were dumb as dirt. None of this ego-swelling language lecture will make anything else Dave says valid.
It is not a stretch to write, for example, that the English mother shares a common ancestry with or is cognate with the Sanskrit matar, the Greek meter, the Latin matar, the Old Irish mathir, the Latin matar, the Russian matar, the Withian moat, the Russian mate, or the Swedish moder.
Well, good for you. You know how to say mother in 9 different languages/dialects besides English, but that is not what you are doing with words from different languages in order to vilify me. What you are doing is closer to claiming that a cat is a form of artificial intelligence because the French word for cat is spelled the same as the English word chat.
It is then not indulgence, but a thorough understanding of linguistic principles that one must bring to this sort of reading of a text.
Indulgence. You're the one who brought that up preemptively, I might add. Just because you suddenly try to cover your true intentions under all this pseudo-intellectual word salad does not mean you get to twist language into your warped view and expect people to blindly believe you and hang on every word you say.
Victualia.
Oh joy. Now you're going to attack every part of my name given to me by Karin, a loving little girl, and by my parents in the setting where I came to be. This is incredibly tedious.
The devil girl's second name is no less telling. Vic, cognate with the Latin vici, meaning I conquer, is combined with tualia in a most unholy union. The fallen angel Tual, a zodiacal angel, is invoked in the use of magic and is associated with Osmodel. Thus, Victualia signifies the phrase, I, the fallen angel Tual, have conquered through the use of sorcery.
Wrong again. But Dave is in love with that word cognate, using it as a tool in his smear against me. Vic as in victory. Well, that's where Victoria comes from. But it can also mean many different things. In other words, in different languages, there is no VICI anywhere in my name. Tual itself is a Breton name meaning people or tribe. If there is a fallen angel named Tual, it is so obscure that you would have to be deep into the subject of fallen angels to discover it. Should we now outlaw common words like actual because there is a TUAL in it? Adding IA makes Tual a completely different word anyway. Take these 2 words, add 1 letter, and they couldn't be further apart. Laughter. Add an S, and it becomes slaughter. Back to the subject of my name. Victualia actually means provision and often is associated with nourishment, so that is why it gets translated to provisionia or delicatessa and has nothing to do with conquering, sorcery, or fallen angels. You are welcome for your nasty insanity getting obliterated once again, Dave.
Ro Gardina, more obscure perhaps than her first and second names, is the Little Satan's third. Ro, English ro, meaning rest, is Old Norse and Swedish for peace, while Gardina is simply guardian. Thus we have peace garden. But Gardina also has another meaning. The angel Gardin is invoked in the Begedition of Salt, according to the Greater Keys of Solomon. So when combined with her previous name, the significance becomes clear. See below.
Wrong. You do not get to substitute O for I in Roll Gardina just to conjure up some so-called angel from a ritual I and probably a lot of other people never heard about. I could do the very same thing with your name. David could possibly mean devil because they have the letters D and V in the same place within a 5-letter word. Ridiculous. So Gardon is out of the question.
There has been much debate over the meaning of the word Gardina, and it has been argued that the modern Swedish meaning, curtain, might seem the more immediate and, therefore, more relevant explanation for the Swedes' name derivation.
Come on, surely people have better things to do than debate over the meaning of one word. My second middle name means window shade, although I like the idea of peace garden.
In fact, some have even gone so far as to suggest a diabolical association with curtain, particularly the implication that the shades have been drawn over the light of truth.
The only fact in this is that you, Dave, are the one to jump to that diabolical conclusion. Oh, wait, I get it now. The people you keep implying are discussing my name with the intensity of a courtroom are the people living in your dark imagination. I will not stand for you stretching the truth. Window shade means just that and nothing else.
As tempting as it might be to accept this explanation, especially in light of the fact that the actual modern Swedish word for garden is trädgård, we must take into account the grammatical construction of the word gardena, namely that it is the ablative form and therefore could not fit. Thus, we are left inextricably with the garden explanation, though further scholarship could admittedly reveal otherwise.
So now you're into construction of words. In all your showing off, you managed to botch a basic English word. Good going.
Rosmangena. There is a simple meaning here. Crusmenta, English, crementa, is derived from the Old French cremetis, or cremetis, the roots of criemer, whose modern French equivalent, craindre, means to fear.
No part of my name was derived from your made-up words crematis or cremius, which you spell cremetous and the latter without the T, and they also do not appear in Latin or Old French, as you claim. The name Krember is a surname, German and Dutch in origin, and in those languages plus English it means merchant, not fear. You did manage to speak the truth for only the second time so far. The word crandra, spelled Craindre, is, in fact, from French, meaning fear or worry, but it has nothing to do with the surname or my middle name. It is beyond stretching to get CRAI from CRE from KRU. My apologies if I butchered anything from these languages. The name Krasminta is Swedish for curly mint. In English, it becomes mackerel mint, apple mint, or your basic peppermint. I don't understand why the most common English versions aren't simply curly mint, but I'm not losing any sleep over it.
Half ramstalked or long stalking.
Thank goodness for very small mercies. Dave decided to attack my last two names in one go, but he still forgot the I in Ephraim and laughably pronounced the silent G in the word daughter. My last two names are as basic and transparent as it gets. You inherit your surname, whatever it happens to be, and the last middle name I got was undeniably out of love.
The significance of Ephraim's daughter is Ephraim's daughter is also clear. Pippi has stated that her mother is an angel in heaven and that her father is lost or away in the South Seas, an obvious reference to a fall from grace into hell.
Oh! You have really done it this time, Davy boy, wishing her father to be in hell. No, the word lost means nothing more than unreachable in this case, which he was until he returned. I have lost contact with people too. That does not mean they or I are in hell. You stupid evil.
Thank you, Elf. Quite frankly, Dave, you make me sick. How would you like it if some heartless idiot wished your loved ones were fallen from grace and in hell? I completely agree with what Elf just said, and I will not tolerate you damning my loved ones or any other innocent people. Okay, I've got to take a moment. Elf, why don't you let your angries out? There is still more of this disgusting rant to debunk.
This is one of those times that I wished I had a baseball bat and I would lay you out, Dave. I'd take one of those big old metal baseball bats and knock the stuffings out of you. Because you would deserve every bit of what you got coming to you.
She is thus a spawn of an angel and a devil made flesh.
She is thus, he is thus, we are thus, they are thus, everything is thus, 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 thus this, thus that, with this freako Dave. Get this through your thick head, Dave. Angels do not become flesh. Humans cannot become angels. Are you understanding this at all? Is anything getting in there? Hello? Is anyone home in there? No, probably not. Now I gotta keep my voice down because my dad is back home. I don't want to alarm him by screaming. Pippi does not need to explain again why she calls her departed mother an angel. We've been through that over and over. We don't have to go over that again. But what you have done, Dave, is you have accused everybody who has lost a mother or father and calls them angels. You have accused every last one of these people of being fallen angels or devil spawn. Way to go, Nimrod. Not only that, Dave, you have also implied that anybody who has a relative that died and calls that relative an angel must automatically just blip become an angel as soon as they say my dead uncle or my dead mother or dad or whatever is an angel. Just all of a sudden, blip, they went from being human to an angel just by saying the word. Re-damn-donkulous. And I'm going to put this to you plainly. Pippi and I are sick to the back teeth of you trashing her parents and trashing mine indirectly because I've lost a parent too and I miss her dreadfully. So stop going there. It is time to insert a boring disclaimer, just in case there are any dunces out there who say,
she's just a fictional character, you know?
Yes, I am well aware of that, but duh, this is called role-playing. Having said that, I do not like to see any good character, real or fictional, besmirched. My adult version of Pippi is a lot like Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote. She is compassionate, witty, clever, cunning, wise, adventurous. Years ago, I first started role-playing her on a writing list as a little child. But I discovered that people weren't taking her seriously, so I decided that she should be an adult instead. Then she became one of the most challenging characters that I wrote because I had to make her be civil, diplomatic, when all of my other original characters just wanted to tell all the other characters to bugger off. The plots and the characters that other people made were just so screwed up and twisted. Characters from me and from others have come and gone. Pippi has been there through thick and thin. Minus the over-the-top childishness but maintaining her physical features, she has managed to finesse her way through Gundam Wing, The 10th Kingdom, Twilight, Whoville, and others, including a story me and my friends wrote that is a tribute to The Vortex, which was a Lady A and Google Play game, and a Star Wars faux fiction combined. Faux fiction being F-O-E, as we are not fans of Star Wars. The Gundam Wing and the Twilight stuff were also faux fictions. Anime fandoms pretty much caused me to dislike anime, but Lady Un, her fangirls caused me to hate Lady Un so much, it was a pleasure writing a story where Pippi got to haul Lady Un's useless, worthless, stupid, sadistic arse off to the slammer. Lady Un had been released by the time the Vortex stuff was written, and she and Pippi did not exactly have a happy reunion. Deliberately writing her as more mature than myself over the years has strengthened my mental and intellectual capabilities and done good for my own well-being. Of all the characters I've role-played/written over the years, Pippi, as an adult, has got to be the best.
Thank you, Elf. I love you, and your best friends, Alyssa and Cindy, and a certain person you worked with years ago. She knows who she is, and most all of your characters. I will continue to be here for you and my loved ones as long as possible.
Long stocking. Long strump simply signifies the long stockings Pippi wears to cover up her goat legs.
Says the one with the goat legs. Oh, this is too funny. When we started this operation Debunk Dave's Devil Doo-Doo, none of us had actually read that site yet. Elf and I could have chosen Vader to represent you, Dave, and she decided on Krampus. Everyone knows I have normal human limbs.
Thus, in total, the name and meaning of the beast is revealed in Pippi Longstocking.
There you go again. Thus, 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 thus. She is not a beast, you beast.
I, the fallen angel tool, born of the seed of man and devil.
I'm sure you are a tool, Dave, but that's no excuse to be this stubbornly stupid. Let's try to explain this one last time. You cannot be a hybrid fallen angel and man. No human has or can do the nasty with the devil. Something else I meant to say earlier. Nowhere in the Bible does it say anything about the devil or demons having goat legs. That goat legs and horns on head thing is just one of many rubbish myths. No amount of repetition of this garbage from you is going to make any of it true.
Has conquered the garden of peace through fear and sorcery with my unholy magic.
Nope. If there is a garden of peace in existence, I haven't heard of it. I enjoy gardening, and the only conquering to be done is getting rid of weeds and pests. I avoid sorcery like the plague. Any magical things that happen in fantasy stories are just that, fantasy, unless the author explicitly uses religious ritual in their stories such as necromancy. Yuck. You seem to rely on repetition of false statements and shouting in all caps as a type of sorcery, like a Jedi mind trick.
And I have planted salt in the garden so that the fruit of bliss may no longer grow.
Even I know you don't put salt among plants, and I love bliss as much as anyone. There is no such thing as a fruit of bliss, as far as I know.
And I now rule over man with my 7 crowns.
Wrong. Anyone who knows me knows ruling over people is something I have no desire to do.
There is a character who did want to rule over man and had 7 crowns, because he had 7 heads in some versions of his story. That would be the Mouse King from the Nutcracker.
I wish I could say this is over and wrap it all up, but unfortunately there is more. Now for the best way to end this section. Here are some reactions.
I love that part, devil doo-doo. Devil doo-doo. Nice going there, Peppy. Oh. Peppy. What? Peppy Longstocking, I absolutely love you. Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get... It's the hardest I've ever heard you laugh, Alyssa. I'm gonna have to get Pippi to to make a reaction.
Man, oh my God, I'm literally crying. I'm laughing so hard about this right now. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad my little joke could do that for you, Alyssa.
Oh my God.
You're better at this game than me.
I'm still laughing about that.
goodness gracious, great balls of fire alive.
I could imagine her saying that with this total straight face too, just being really deadpan. But the image I have of her, she's got this mischievous, friendly kind of mischievous smile, and one of her eyebrows is up, so she's probably thinking, I wonder if someone's going to laugh when they hear this. Oh my goodness, of all the characters, of, of all the, between all of us, characters and real people alike, it had to be Pippi that really cracked you guys up. Oh, that's funny. Take that, Dave!
Yeah, I could picture her dead, like, dead expression, straight faced, devil doo doo. I mean, you can't make that up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see her doing that too. And then once the session is over, then I could see her going. I can see this grin starting to form, and I wonder who listens to this is going to pick this up and laugh. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Oh wow!
But more of a serious question: who is this David Dookie Doo dude?
I don't know what his last name was, but he had this page that I found by accident a long time ago, and I saved it because I was going to mangle it years and years later when I had the time and the mind, because I just didn't have the mental resources or the emotional fortitude back then. I was really upset when I saw The Evil of Pippi, and then he said something about her filling the vacuum of since Hitler's death, and I was too upset to go on and read any more of it. But I decided now to tackle it, and finally, so I don't know who he is. I don't know where he lives. Or anything like that. I just know that his username on AOL at the time was RTVDave, and that's all I know. I don't know if he had any other web pages besides that one, or if he or whatever. But he is an absolute uh, he man, oh man, he his head was definitely not screwed on straight, that's for sure.
Oh, I just thought of another phrase for that. Instead of like devil poo poo or devil doo doo, devil's download.
I thought you were going to say Davy's doo-doo, but okay.
That'll work too.
Yeah, try saying this fast, since Dave is so obsessed with devils and demons and stuff. Demon devil Davy doo-doo. Demon devil Davy's doo-doo. Demon devil Davy's doo-doo. That. Well, I got through it once.
I just tried and it came out Devin. Devin. And so I'm like, well, that didn't work.
Oh my gosh. Devin.
Oh dear, what have I started?
I'm still totally laughing at Pippi right now. Well, not at her, but I can't get that out of my head. Pippi, you are... Oh, I just gotta love her. Pippi, you are one amazing creature.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to get her to make some reactions. But I know one thing, she is very, very happy that she managed to make you guys laugh really hard, and especially after all we've been through. She's very, very happy that she has taken part in giving us some good laughs today.
If she was a live person, I would hug her so tight right now. Well, not tight enough to hurt her, but you know what I mean. I would just so give her a hug right now.
So would we all. And she would hug us back too, only she would have to make, I think she's got a handle on her strength enough that she would have some idea how hard to hug and how hard not to hug, that she wouldn't just squish us to pieces. Well, I'm pretty sure she would just hug the load of us back.
My feelings exactly, Alyssa. I love Pippi too. I love her so much.
Aw, I love you too, my dears. I wish I could physically give you all a big hug. So I'll give you this cyber hug instead.